Welcome back to Yin Yang TK, everyone, and today we're going to be watching Rurouni Kenshin episode 4. So in the last episode, we basically saw Kenshin, figuring things out and also saving the day like always, and actually gave Miss Kaoru a new student, even though he's a little bit sharp in the tongue, right? But nevertheless, he is an aspiring samurai, and he actually saved the day again. He actually freaking sliced a cannon. That's how freaking awesome Kenshin is. And at the very end, we saw Sanosuke, a new guy that is looking for a strong fighter. And I feel like Kenshin is going to be that strong fighter. So make sure you sync the time of the anime with the time that you see on the bottom of 10 on your screen. And let's go for it, guys. Let's watch it together. So it looks like we're seeing some sword practice here. And the rhythm, what rhythm? I don't see any rhythm going on right there. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. And then it's like, how are you able to slice the pieces of wood like so cleanly? He can't believe it, like how clean it is. And then I guess he's probably like sore that Kenshin's not going to show him his sword technique a little bit. Oh look, there is some good news going on. Okay, what is the good news? And it's like, oh, the ugly went into her head. Sharp tongue, this kid, Yahiko. So she got something from her grandfather. I guess like is an art. So it's like it's an ink painting. So not only was the grandfather was a good swordsman, but a good painter, and I guess that's gonna solve the financial troubles right there. Oh, saying, wow, Yahiko, come on now. Bam! That's what you get for talking too much trash. I guess they're gonna eat something really good. Oh my gosh. This is like ugly hag. Look at Kenshin, he's like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? It is crazy. And I guess we start that intro. So I guess the gist of it is like Yahiko is trying to, figure out the ways of the sword. He can only use a wooden sword, right? And yes, probably he thinks he's a kid. They're treating him as a kid because he is, right? Because he probably doesn't have the strength to hold a real sword at the moment. And in addition, think about this. Kaoru said it herself, like the sword dojo's oath is a sword to protect life, not to destroy it. So I guess he is trying to figure that out too, because he was raised in a very troubled childhood. But Kenshin, I think we're gonna know more about him because just from the intro we're seeing right here, we see just like the death and destruction that he basically caused and brought about the new Meiji era. But there had to be something that happened that changed him dramatically, saying, I will never kill again, and I'm gonna just go on as a wanderer, right? And people still don't believe that he's very young, right? It's like, I can't believe you're like 20 something years old. Like, you had to be fighting in a very young age. And yeah, you'd be surprised that a lot of young people were fighting in a war at a young age. But we're gonna see what it's gonna happen with Sanosuke. He's gonna be a very interesting character. Just remember him. Episode 4, a fighter for hire, Sanosuke Sagara. All right. So versus the Meiji era affected the culinary culture of Japan. Okay, so we have beef pot. I saw tempura stand. If you never had tempura before, you don't know what you're missing, guys. The tempura, mwah, it's delicious. And I know you notice that I'm not wearing any headphones, right? Because I'm actually watching this from another screen because for whatever reason the computer was on the fritz. And now we have like a bunch of drunkards talking about democracy, and it was like, oh boy, here we go again. It happens in every single restaurant, like even in Latin America too. There's always gonna be some like people that just been drinking way too much, talking nonsense. Miss Taya, the waitress. Oh, she's all happy. Who is this young man? Your boyfriend? Oh, and then Kaoru was like, no, it's not like that. And that's cute. Oh, Sanosuke saw Kenshin. He's like, you don't see his eyes, but you saw something right there. You like notice him. And yeah, they're still arguing, drunken arguing, right? That's too much sake, man. And it's like, oh, so the Democratic Party is very noisy, and it's like, don't pay no attention to those drunkards. Don't worry about that. No problem. Coffee? They had coffee back then? Interesting. Oh, what happened? Kenshin saw something? Oh, it hit him right there. I wonder if he did that on purpose though, because he saw something. Those drunk people are just throwing stuff. Oh, here Yahiko saying like, apologize for throwing stuff right here. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. And you gotta just, stop with this nonsense. It's hilarious, man. The drunk people. You gotta be careful around them, especially like those people that like to start a fight or something for just little things, but that's when you get too much to drink. Oh my gosh. And even the Yachi is like, calm down. Oh, here we go. Sanosuke time. She did almost fall. And I wonder if the guy just pushed her, but almost looked like he hit her a little bit. Not in the face though. It's like, I wonder if your movement is nothing but trash and alcohol. Oh boy, Sanosuke. He's talking them. Oh, that's hilarious, man. And it's like, oh my gosh, your movement, your democratic movement is full of trouble and everything. You're a bunch of hypocrites, huh? Damn. Let's see how much you like about liberty and justice. Oh, he's gonna try to fight him? Oh, he's like, let's fight outside. All right. So that's what's gonna happen, huh? And Kenshin's like, I wonder if it's okay to stop them, but I don't think they're gonna stop for whatever reason. So there's gonna be a fight going on. Oh, he's like, come on, throw me the first punch. Oh, he has something in his. He had like a hidden something, like a hidden blade or something. But Kenshin doesn't seem all that phased, but he might be something hidden, but it wasn't effective. Yep. He's like, really? Like, what else do you got? Oh wait, what's going on? Your hand, huh? What happened? Oh, it went through his hand. The freaking hidden blade went through his hand. Oh boy, that had to hurt like hell. All right, what is he gonna do? It's like, oh, Sanosuke's gonna. I'm only gonna use this finger right here. Bam. Let's see what he does. Oh, literally just one finger send him flying. He's knocked out. Done. Game over. Knockout. Bing, bing, bing. Gone. It's gone. Oh, and then the guys are like, oh my gosh. Look, Kenshin, I was about to let you guys go, but the minute you take that blade out, I'm gonna show you some pain right now. It's like, it's very good to talk about all that good stuff, but you need to correct. If you want to correct the government, you gotta correct yourself. Start with yourself. That's right. That's right, Kenshin. You tell him that. You tell him that. Oh, and Miss Taya, she's so happy. And then Kenshin's like, just leave, go home, and make sure you pay. Oh, it's like, Mr. Swordsman, you had how's your head? Oh, so he saw that. He's like, that's why you moved your head. So because if the freaking bottle of sake would have been thrown and he would have moved his head, Kaoru would have been hurt and her face would have been bloodied. So Kenshin was doing it on purpose, and he's like, you're overestimating me. He's like, you want to fight against me? And he's like, no. But he's like, oh, Sanosuke's like, you know what? Don't worry. If you want, you know where I am if you want to fight. And then bad. There's like a kanji that says bad. I wonder if it is bad or evil, but it says bad to me. And they're trying to figure out if he's a good guy or a bad guy. He's like, what a strange man. It's like, what happened? He forgot to pay his bill. Oh, that's gonna be a recurring thing. Sanosuke just forgets so much. So what's now? You want me to fight somebody? Sa? Wonder what Sa means. I feel like they have the wrong character there. I think it's said something else. So what? They're trying to hire him? Oh! Oh, the guys are back from jail. They got out of jail. I don't know how they got out of jail. That is crazy. I don't know how they got out of jail, but yet it's happening. They got out of jail. What's going on? I don't know what's going on, and it's crazy. So he's very strong. He beat me up. Sanosuke, anyone can beat you up. I can beat you up. That's not a big thing. Oh, put him like, damn, bro. Yeah, like someone. It's like Kenshin is this guy. Is whispering something in his ear. Oh, really? Senor. Oh, so it's Mr. Zanzan. Yeah, I think Zanza is the character that's outside. That's outside of there. He gets to use his old friend? Patos Mura Patosai, huh? Sansa. So Sansa is like his name right there. And then intermission. Love that intermission thing right there. Yeah, I feel like that's the wrong wording. This guy's like cosplaying as Sanosuke. Oh boy, this guy right here. They're just having an excuse for him to like fight somebody. But he's been gone for many weeks. I wonder if he chickened out. I doubt it though. Oh my gosh. Give me a break. Look at this guy. He is literally destroying his skull right there. Oh my gosh. Like, where were you? I was fighting. It's like another fight? Yeah. Like, you wouldn't understand. Oh, maybe something like that. Yeah. It makes sense. Now, he's carrying a freaking huge thing, and I think that's a sword. Sansa, a fighter for hire. As long as he gets paid, he's gonna fight. So now he's looking towards Kenshin as an opponent right now. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I feel like this is not gonna be an easy fight, because if it is following the manga, it's gonna be really good. And it's gonna be something crazy. So they say that even people can escape Zanza, that they would even see him in his nightmares. Oh, Kenshin just sent something. We have a visitor, and he just got his sword right there. I just felt an aura. You have nothing to hide. It's a hostile spirit, yeah. I came to fight you. Oh, it's the same guy. It's like, you were here? It's like, I said I didn't want to fight you. That's an that's an invalid statement. Fighting is part of my job. But Tosai Hamura, oh, so he knows. He is the person, basically the strongest imperialist, the Hiten Mitsuguri, that fights. Wow. He was fighting since he was a very young kid. He did his homework right there. You were basically, fighting and killing everyone. You're still famous even up to this day. And then you basically disappeared after the victory of the Battle of the Tuba. Kenshin Hamura, basically the Wanderer. And I have to know my rival. And basically he traveled to Kyoto to investigate him. So that's why he was gone for that much time. And that's the problem. What? So he doesn't know the Hiten Mitsuguri style. He doesn't know anything about that. So he doesn't know any important parts. I came here to fight you. Oh, so now those guys are behind there, just seeing like if he can you defeat him, and he's like probably not. He can't. You can't defeat him. Like Sansa will be defeated, but he's a famous fighter. He's gonna fight even if it costs him his life. Really? Think he's gonna go down that easily? I don't think so. Yokohama. Oh, he got a gun right there in his pocket. You shouldn't abuse your abilities. That's what Homura's talking to Zenza. And I want to know why you have that character bad in the back of your shirt. So he's trying to figure out like what's going on. Hmm. He's not gonna tell him. If you want to know everything, you got to defeat me first. Wow. So he's like, because Kenshin wants to understand why he wants to fight. He's basically, the Imperialists are nothing but hypocrites. They're using the name of justice so they can do whatever they want and abuse their power. Oh, so he hates the Imperialists. It's like, there is no equality here. And he wants to basically defeat the Hiten Mitsuguri style. So, what is Kenshin gonna do? Alright, I accept your duel. Oh, the fight, really? But ask me this. So the brothers got you into this. So he knew that. It wasn't that difficult. They're the only people that knows my identity. And I still sense their auras behind there. Get out of here. And Sanosuke saw that too. He heard that. It's like, come on. Come on, show your face. And they say it at the same time. Homura and Sanosuke, come on out now. So that guy again. Hey, give me that. Don't be stupid. Oh, look, he got a freaking gun right there. And it's like he knew that he had a gun. Like, you guys asked me for this fight, but now this is gonna be my fight. That's what he's saying. Oh, look at that! He literally cracked it. It's like, you can't get involved in this fight right now. Oh, and then Kaoru remembers the guy that betrayed her that's trying to steal the land right there. And Kaoru still hasn't moved on from that trauma right now. And Homura knows that. Kenshin knows that. So as this dojo's a little too small, why don't we fight by the river? Everyone's making way. Dude, look how freaking huge whatever he has. Yeah, that's a sword right there. It's like we're standing out. Like, yeah, no, come on now. And he's like, are you surprised of my past? And then he goes like, a little bit. I can't believe like you have this monster strength, but yet you're this caring person. Very strange. What I'm worried about is this guy. He's like, oh no. I love this guy. Kenshin, oh no. Every time he says that. And now we know like what's gonna happen. Like, are we gonna learn more about Sanosuke's past? And I don't think we're gonna maybe learn about it today, but I feel like we're gonna learn it more as we go along. Sanosuke Sagara, Zenza, and look at that freaking sword. Zanbatō? That is a freaking huge sword. So Kenshin knows that. So basically it would kill people that were riding swordsmen, like the generals. Wow, that thing is huge, but it doesn't have, it's not sharp, but it can be effective if you have the strength. And then it's like, I've heard rumors about that. Basically, it doesn't have, it's not sharp, but it's capable of basically destroying and smashing bones. Yeah. Oh, so now they're gonna fight right now. So now they have the stance right now. It's like abandoning your method of not killing, or else you're gonna die today. Oh, we see. All right, swing. Ooh, and what happened? Nope, too slow. Bam! Oh, hits him, makes him fly like 30, 40 feet. But I don't think he's defeated though. Oh, Kaoru was having a heart attack. She was like, "Ooh," she's reciting relief. I don't think it's a victory just yet. Nope, he's standing up. I knew you were strong. No wonder you're a legend. However, he's like, Kaoru's like, I have a bad feeling about this. And I think she's like hitting it in the bud. It's like Kenshin was able to defeat all of his past opponents with just one blow, but this guy is different. He has the ability to resist abnormal hits and be able to stand up. It's not his ability to lift a freaking sword or fight, but it's just his ability to resist. He has high resistance rates and high pain tolerance. It's crazy. Wow. Whoever's the winner is the one that doesn't fall. Wow. So whoever is the last man standing is the winner. Ooh. What's gonna happen now? Oh my gosh. That's it? Oh, that's so good. I'm telling you, man, this was a very good episode. And I don't think we're gonna see a preview to sort of say. We might see maybe like what the episode is gonna be called. But what do I think about today's episode? Well, for me, I think that we basically saw a new character in the series, and for me, I think it's the one of the most important characters besides Kenshin. Yahiko, I don't know, like, yeah, he's important too, but in a very lesser type of way. I'm sorry to say. But he has a very interesting backstory, and I think we're gonna learn more about it in the next week's episode. So I'm not gonna get too much information because it's better, to see it together, and I want to see if they're gonna follow the manga, because let me tell you, the manga, the way he describes his past is just so tragic, and I don't know if they're gonna actually use what I think they're gonna use as like the trigger memory, because let me tell you, it was brutal the way like Sanosuke past was. That's all I could say, right? I don't want to give too much, but from this episode, we saw that he likes to stand up for the little guy, right? He likes having fights. He likes to get stronger, right? Uh, so yeah, so I guess it's just showing like the preview right there for next week's episode, for episode 5. But we saw that Sanosuke is a person that, will like a fight and will break a fight as well. Just like you saw that he was standing up for the waitress that got, slapped right there, and basically took out this guy with just a flick of his finger. That's how strong he is, right? And able to take a hit because he wasn't wearing any protective like headgear or anything like a ninja. He literally took a hidden blade to the forehead and nothing happened. He had like thick skin. That's how strong he was, or a strong skull. And he saw that Hamura, that Kenshin, he is someone that is strong as well, and he wants to test his abilities, but he was, okay with it. Then the two brothers that were in the first episode got out of jail for whatever reason, right? I don't know how they were able to do it. Probably the little brother, the older brother, which is the little guy, that wanted to get the land. Maybe, did some illegal stuff, I can only imagine, because he probably had some money and, gave some to the cops and got out. But now is trying to hire Zenza, which is like his hit name, the fighter for hire to defeat Kenshin Himura, who is Batosai the Manslayer. So now that he knows that he's Batosai the Manslayer, he had to go to Kyoto, to where most of the fighting was going on, where a lot of his killing was basically centralized by Kenshin back in the day, where he was fighting when he was around 14 years old all the way until 19. But it was crazy. Like, that's how young he was, and that's how lethal he was, right? And he learned a lot of information, how he cut up his opponents, how he was using the Hiten Mitsuguri style, and doesn't understand why he basically decided to be a wanderer, a Rurouni, right? So he wanted to, ask those questions. And he did his homework, and immediately Kenshin, he has a sixth sense of things, just like when we saw where he moved his head so the bottle of Sasuke wouldn't hit Kaoru's face, and felt an aura of fighting, and he thought, I was like, oh, this crazy guy, he won't stop until he fights, and he probably thought he could talk him out, but no, he couldn't talk him out of it, because now he knows that it was formerly Batosai the Manslayer, and he has a score to settle, because Sanosuke hates imperialists to the core. There is something in his past that's gonna be revealed in the next episode of why he hates all imperialists with like a passion, right? That he wants to destroy everything that has to do with the imperialist ideology. And then we saw that those two other guys, the bad guys, wanted to get involved, and Sanosuke literally broke the freaking gun with his fist. That's how strong he is. Ridiculous, right? So right now, we have a one-on-one match, and Kenshin says, if I defeat you, you're gonna reveal why you have the character Kanji in your back, and why are you fighting for hire, and why do you have this hatred towards imperialists. And it's not gonna happen until there's a one man standing, the last man standing, I would say. So overall, it was pretty cool. I loved it. The episode was great. It was awesome, and I cannot wait for next week's episode. And hopefully, my computer is less dodgy for whatever reason and was happening. But anyway, what did you guys think about today's episode? What did you think about Sanosuke as a character, and how him and Kenshin are gonna have a dynamic partnership later on? Write your comments below, and if you like the content of this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notifications so you know when future videos are available. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and again, catch me next week to watch the next episode of Rurouni Kenshin, and again, stay awesome.